from the North Shore of the Allegheny River, we're inside beautiful PNC Park in Pittsburgh. It's the opener of this 3-game series between the Cincinnati Reds and the Pittsburgh Pirates. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Matt Garza gets the start for Pittsburgh in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, this guy on the bump sitting on 99 career wins. So you know right now while he's taking his warm-ups, he's thinking about one thing. I need one more win to get to that magic century 100. That's a pretty big feather that you'll be able to put in your cap, and we'll see how he does in this one here today.
Here comes perhaps the fastest man in baseball as Billy Hamilton strides forward to get this ball game underway. Dero, Dan, we look at this Pirates ball club as they enter play here tonight. They dropped another one last time out, and in fact they've won just twice in their last 8 tries.
Yeah, Matty, this is a nice one. First game of a homestand. You played well on the road. You got a chance to grab a shower and sleep in your own bed last night. I bet you this team comes out on the attack today.
Reynolds on the move. 1 away. And a moment now to glance at the Reds lineup card in this one. Dero, what do you got on this lineup in the series opener?
A huge key I see for this lineup is they're going to have to make this defense work. They're not afraid to kick a baseball around. If they can put the ball in play and make this defense beat themselves, they don't even have to worry about running into a 3-run homer.
In now for the Reds, Phil Gosselin. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Not the warmest night you'll see around here, and even 50 degrees at game time. Phillips is there on the first, and it's a good start to the inning for Garza. 2 away. In is Joey Votto now. It was a 2-for-4 effort for him in Wednesday's game. A ball and no strikes.
Counts 1-0.
The 1-0. Hit back up the middle. Hardy's there. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Matt Garza solid through the first frame of this one. And now the Pirates will take their turn in a scoreless ball game. Homer Bailey will be on the mound for the series opener. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, this guy comes into this start, Matt, having lost 2 of his last 3 starts, so you know he wants to get off on the right foot in this one. One of the keys, getting outs early and establishing his off-speed pitch repertoire early on in this one. We'll see if he can do that in this one here today.
Digging in, Chris Johnson, and he really thrives in the batter's box here at home. Something to keep an eye on in this one. Hit on the ground out to short. Peraza comes up with it. And that's out number 1. At the plate, Brandon Phillips. And there you see his righty-lefty splits and how they've played out so far this season. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a neck-high fastball that time. And guys, as we take a look at the Reds entering play here tonight, they come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, I know they lost their last game, but you know as well as I do, in this sport you have to have short-term memory. You have to let it go. They can get it going back in the right direction today.
Now the 2-1. This one's down to third. Suarez scoops it up. Throw to first takes care of Phillips, and he's retired for out number 2.
Batting third, left fielder.
So the next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Ben Paulson. And as we give you a look at his splits, he's had the better of right-handers this season, no doubt about that. Right side, Gosselin is there. Throw on to Votto will take care of him at first, and the side is retired. Ready now for Cincinnati, Eugenio Suarez. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. 1-0 the count. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Knee-high slider that he takes a look at. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. The 2-2. Hit in the air out to straightaway left. Paulson sprinting after it. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Take a look at the Pittsburgh Pirates defensive lineup. And guys, when I've been looking at the numbers on this starting pitcher, what really jumps out on me is the fact that he doesn't strike a ton of guys out, which means he's got to execute. He's got to use those 17 inches in, out, up, and down. He's going to have his defense behind him, and they better be on their toes because a lot of balls are going to be put in play in this one.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Popped him up. Cabrera is under it. 2 down. Set to get his evening at the plate started, Adam Duvall. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year. Looking to get things turned around in a hurry. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Big, slow breaking ball. One that drops in for a strike.
Nope.
And he misses 2-1.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty. But, hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
3 balls and a strike to the Reds' left fielder. And the good fastball there finds the zone as the count goes full now. 3-2.
He looks really strong here early in this game. And that fastball is...
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Reds. We'll go to the bottom of the second. Here's Mark Reynolds. We'll match up with Homer Bailey now to lead off the inning.
First baseman, Mark Reynolds.
First offering on its way. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1. Now the 1-0. High in the air out to center field. Hamilton is under it. And that's the first out of the inning.
Time for a look at the Cincinnati Reds on D. And let's focus our attention on first baseman Joey Votto. I don't think this guy gets enough credit for his defense because he's so dynamic on the offensive side, but one of the most prepared players in our sport, and half of that is definitely attributed to the defensive side of the ball.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Hamilton is there. 2 gone. Next will be the designated hitter, Jose Bautista, who brings an average in the 260s into this one. Here comes the first pitch. And that one just missed outside. Here comes the 1-0. Line drive snagged on a short hop. And a low throw to first, but Votto's able to come up with it. A fine play there to end the inning. Can't ask for... Digging in the switch hitter, Tucker Barnhart. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the 3rd after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Now a swing and a bouncing ball for the shortstop Hardy. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the 3rd. Striding forward now is the DH, Jesse Winker. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Big slow breaking ball that drops in for a strike to start him out. It's 0-1.
He's looking really great on the bump right now. I mean, it's been a while since he's allowed a base runner, and he just jumped ahead of another hitter right there.
Weakly hit towards first. Reynolds fields it cleanly, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. And here's Jose Peraza. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1, 2, 3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
Man, he's seeing it like a beach ball right now. Even his soft contact is finding holes there.
He's making it nearly impossible for a pitcher right now. Up, down, in and out, hard, soft. Anything you throw forward to home plate, this guy seems to somehow be able to find a hole.
And there he goes towards second. Strike taken. The throw is not going to get him as he strikes second. Missed with a slider.
Well, that's a pretty good pitch right there, that backdoor slider. That's a very difficult pitch to throw, and particularly throw for strike.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. One left for Cincinnati. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Trace Thompson digs in. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. The 1-0. Misses, ball 2.
Well, here's a guy we know is swinging it pretty well at the plate lately, and based on those last 2 pitches, I think I know why. He's doing a great job of putting himself in counts where he's likely to be successful.
And the Pirates are in the hit column.
Boy, that wasn't a very good pitch there. Up and away. That breaking ball, D-roll, that slider intended to be down and away. Instead, it was up and away.
Yeah, that was definitely a missed spot right there, Dan. You saw the batter's eyes light up, and he didn't miss it.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And it's fouled away. And a jam shot here as this is sent towards second. There's one. On Devato, a double play. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and in steps the shortstop, J.J. Hardy. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Calling for it, Shebler. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Nothing doing here for Pittsburgh. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Phil Gosselin, as we begin the top of the 4th.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these 2 teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
And this is swung on and bounced to Phillips at second base. Throw to first in time, 1 gone here in the 4th. Striding in once again, Joey Votto. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. In there for strike 1, 0-1.
This guy's cruising along, pitching well as we enter the middle innings of this one. Less than 60% of his first pitches have been for strikes. If he could clean that up a little bit, he could really roll into the later innings in this one.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Eugenio Suarez. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. This won't get by the shortstop as he's there to take it in for the... Ready for another chance, Chris Johnson. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game. First pitch coming, here it is. And the fastball's off the plate away. It's ball 1. Johnson is a player referred to as clutch by teammates, coaches, and of course the media. He seems to find himself in pressure situations often, and it's hard to find many instances where those moments have gotten the best of him. It just appears he really relishes the big spot. Too tight with that one. 3-0. Here it is on 3-0. Drilled on the ground to short. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now.
Not everyone feels comfortable pulling the clutch on 3-0 pitch right there, but he stayed within himself, didn't try and do too much, didn't turn and burn, and just hit a nice, hard single on a 3-0 count.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Popped him up. Votto over to his left, and that's the first out of the inning. Up next for the Buccos, Ben Olsen. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Here comes the first pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Peraza has a play, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Digging in to try it again, Mark Reynolds. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. There goes the runner. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and that nearly broke our tie, but instead it's a foul ball. Here it comes, 0-2. On the move again from first. Pitches high, the throw, and he is out at second. Stepping into the box, Scott Schebler. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. Back to work now is Garza as he jumps ahead of the leadoff man here, 0-1. Strike 2 called on the inner half, 0-2 now.
Hey, that's obviously the game plan against this guy. Bury it in on his hands. He finds himself down 0-2 now. He doesn't know if he's coming back in there or going breaking stuff down the way.
So the breaking ball locked him up there. Scott Schebler is retired to kick off the inning. In now, Adam Duvall. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. No runs, just one hit, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. And this is going to get past him at first. That's a fair ball. And he'll pull into second with one away.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
And this will be taken in by the third baseman for the second out. Stepping in, Jesse Winker comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And that misses for ball 1. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far.
Might have been cheating for another fastball, trying to get the head to that one early. Pitcher pulled the string with a nasty breaking ball and had him a little bit out in front.
Ready on 1 and 2. Still a ball and 2 strikes.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
Look out, and that'll give him a close shave. Jose Peraza would be next. There's a line drive base hit to left field. The tag, and he is out at the plate. So much for our first run of the ball game. Reds leave one halfway. Here's Mark Reynolds. He'll lead things off as we begin the home fifth.
First baseman, Mark Reynolds.
First pitch of the at-bat. Skied into straightaway right. Schebler is underneath this one. And very quickly one gone.
Up next for Pittsburgh, right fielder.
Digging in, Andre Ethier flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. First pitch on its way. Lifted the other way out to left center. Duvall will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning.
Designated hitter,
For the plate now is the designated hitter, Jose Bautista. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And a ball 1-0.
These guys have got to be frustrated as an offensive unit so far in this one. They haven't been able to crack the code on their opponent, but it's not like they're getting great pitches to hit either. This starter has kept the ball on the corners of the zone all game long.
Throw goes to Votto over at first. It's in time to retire. Digging in to try it again, Jose Peraza. First pitch of the at-bat. Missed with a slider. The 1-0. Misses low. Good take on the curveball there. Now the 2-0. On the ground up the middle. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
Count leverage right there, sitting dead red fastball, and he didn't miss it. Nice swing right there, driving it into the outfield for a knock.
They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike one.
This is a tough spot here to turn two off this guy at the plate. One of the things you really have to make sure defensively, to make sure you get at least one out. Don't try to turn that double play. If you get the sure out at second, take that, and if you get it at first, well, that's just an added bonus. But make sure you at least get one out in a spot like this.
1-2, the count to Billy Hamilton. Fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. Well, it's been a good outing so far, but he hasn't really racked up the strikeout totals that you might think, Dan.
Yeah, but for him, Matt, he's more pitch to contact kind of guy, and obviously it's working so far, and the way he pitches, it really keeps his pitch count down.
Wow, that's surprising right there. Hit and run tactic used to perfection. Ball's hit to the outfield. The batter does his job. I don't know how that runner's standing on second still. You tip your hat to the outfield to get it in super quick, but he's got to take the chance to get the third.
No hits to this point. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Paulson is there, and he has it for the out. And a daring move there pays off as he'll make it into third on the fly ball to left. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Joey Votto. Third at-bat in this one. He's bounced out and popped out in his two previous trips. Too high, 1-0. Here's the 1-0. And a neck-high fastball that time. 2-0 count. The pitch finds the zone, strike one.
Hey, you get 2-0, your eyes light up, but you're sitting in one spot, and he
smoked the other way, high and deep to left. It'll die on the warning track as the catch is made, and here comes the runner from third. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score. Ready once again, Eugenio Suarez. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. And there's the fastball that time from Garza. It's 0-1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball one. But he's safe at first as he gets back in time. From the belt, the pitch takes this the other way to right. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
Now batting, right fielder.
Ready for another chance, Scott Schebler, to see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6. But it bangs off the out-of-town scoreboard. And the runner is in from second. And not in time as the second run scores.
Yeah, when that left his bat, I thought it was out of here for a 3-run shot. But to his credit, he didn't hesitate or break into that home run trot. He busted it out of the box and was thinking triple all the way. Well done.
Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. And that'll bring home another as they open it up to a 4-0 advantage now. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
The pitcher hadn't recovered from the sting of giving up a triple, and then he gets belted for a double. The lead grows, and the guy on the mound is probably wondering if his day is going to be ending soon.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Goes down and gets it as this is bounced to short. Throw in time for the third out, but it certainly took a while as the inning is finally over. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate, and they push across 4 runs. Bottom part of the order, 7, 8, and 9 due up in the home half. It's the Reds 4 and Trace Thompson digs in. We'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2. Boy, a check swing on a pitch way out of the zone. Just held up, but boy, as a pitcher, you're hoping that he swings at that one.
Hard ground ball to third. And there's one down now.
The batter, captain.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Ramon Cabrera, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Loves hitting left-handed off of right-handed pitchers, hitting over 300 against right-handed pitching.
Fastball here too low, and it's 1-0. The 1-0 home. Reaches down and hits this one on the ground to short. Peraza has it on to first, and there were two down. Here's the shortstop now, J.J. Hardy. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. Bailey sets his sights. First pitch on its way. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
Boys, we see the pitch count. It's hard to remember the last time we saw a guy pitch this efficiently.
Yeah, Matt, it's incredible to watch him go after guys. He's forcing a lot of early contact, and they haven't done a whole lot with the balls they put in play against him.
A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Hamilton going back into the bushes and gone. J.J. Hardy, a solo home run, number 196 for his career. As they get on the board, it's 4-1 now.
Well, they're still down, but this homer right there might light a fire under the whole team. Give them a spark to climb back into this thing. We'll see if this gets them going.
Standing in now, Chris Johnson. Swing and a liner. And that's a fair ball heading out toward the 320 sign in right. The relay throw, and he'll scramble back to first safely.
Loud noises right here, fellas. Hey, he's going to have to mix it up a little bit more because they are on his stuff.
Here's Brandon Phillips. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And, oh, looked inside, but that's ruled a strike. 0-1. From the belt. Kicks and deals. Behind 0-2 now. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line in right. A dive, and oh, he can't hang on. Johnson rounds the corner and is headed home. The relay, and he's safe.
Yeah, you want to applaud the effort as he sells out for it, but the smarter move would have been to take a deeper angle and cut the ball up. He does that, and the runner probably doesn't score from first. On the flip side, great piece of hitting right there.
Here comes the first pitch. Lifted the other way down the left field line. Duvall has a read on it. And that ends the inning. Digging in and looking for more, Jesse Winker. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Jason Mott is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 31.
First offering on its way. Popped him up. Johnson in foul ground, and this will land foul. And that misses 1-1.
That one looked like it could easily have gone the other way. There's a big difference between 0-2 and 1-1, but now this next pitch probably becomes the biggest of the at-bat.
Chopped weakly to the left. Johnson loves it, and the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. And here's Jose Peraza. 2 base hits, both singles to this point. Grounded to short. And there's out number 2.
The batter, number 6. Center fielder,
Here's Billy Hamilton standing in. In terms of the head-to-head with Jason Mott, he's gone 3 for 6. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1.
Hey, great job just to be able to foul that one off. In today's game, that's
looking at a fastball to end the inning. Reds are down in order, but they still lead this one. Ready for another shot now, Mark Reynolds. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast? They could certainly use that right now.
The 1-0. This one's down to third. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
sometimes you got to tip your cap. The pitcher spotted his pitch down in the zone right there below the knee. Offensive player was all over it.
So with a left-handed hitter waiting, they'll go to their own left-hander out of the bullpen. Ryan Rayburn will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Ryan Rayburn.
I tried to hold back on that pitch outside, but went around for strike one. Peralta comes at hitters with a good hard fastball, one that's certainly fun to watch.
He's a throwback, the kind of guys that he likes his fastball. It's a good fastball, not the best fastball in the game, and he's not afraid to throw it. And you know what else, Matty V? He goes right at the hitters.
No mistake what he was sitting on. Fastball, middle of the plate, kept his hands back, stayed through the baseball, and delivers a hard hit line drive.
Digging in once again, Jose Bautista. He's rolled into groundouts a couple of times already here in the ballgame. Reynolds over at second. Rayburn on at first with nobody out. Now a bunt attempt here. Only played at first, so the sacrifice works that time. Trace Thompson digs in as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Skied into straightaway right. Schebler has a beat on it. And the play is made, but this should be good enough for an RBI as the runner from third tags up. And that's going to bring in the run from third, and just like that, it's back to a one-run ball game. So the next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Ramon Cabrera, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Oh, a little looper over short, and it's going to get in there for a base hit. In comes the runner from third. It's a big two-out hit, and that will tie the ball game.
You know, D-Row, in today's game, it's not easy scoring in the late innings, so that RBI base hit to tie things up, that comes at a really good time.
Yeah, I say it's not easy. They got 11 guys in the bullpen. I don't think a guy throws under 97 miles an hour with sinking cut. That is unbelievable he's able to get that knock in that big spot. And
a gorgeous flip to second, and with that, the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. 8th inning coming. Ryan Rayburn will stick around as he'll take over in right field. Riding in once again, Phil Gosselin. And this tie ball game is a battle of the bullpens now, and I'm sure you're enjoying that, Dan.
Bullpens are such a big part of baseball now, Matt. All these teams have such good 7th, 8th, and 9th inning guys. It all boils down to whose bullpen is better.
Called strike on the inside, and he can't believe it at the plate. It's 1-2 now. The 1-2. Now a swing as he shoots this down the right field line. And that's going to be a base hit. So a good start as the possible go-ahead run is aboard to start the 8th. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
And this is just a cut fastball. He's trying to sneak in the back door. He's unable to get it done, leaves it right over the heart of the plate, and that's just too easy for a guy like this. He's licking his chops as the ball arrives, and he drills it to the outfield for an extra base hit.
Well, they miss with the first one, but then they decide, let's go ahead and put him aboard here. And they'll do just that as you see the signal from the dugout.
That's what's called getting the treatment. Everyone knows he's a power threat with the bat, so it's all about not letting him be the guy that beats you.
So now the Reds' cleanup hitter, Eugenio Suarez. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring. Here comes the first pitch. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball. Takes a knee-high fastball. The 1-1. Fouled off. Into center field, line drive base hit. He's in there at the plate, and they've taken the lead here in the 8th.
Dan, you'll take RBIs any way you can get them, but when they give your team the lead in the late innings, man, that feels good.
Oh, it especially does, especially when you start to score runs late in the game off of quality pitching. When runs are at a premium, that's one that makes you feel really good about yourself.
Paulson is there, and he makes the catch for the out. Trying to pick things up where he left off, Adam Duvall. In terms of the head-to-head with Jason Mott, he's 0 for 5. 1 ball, no strikes the count. Grounded down the third baseline. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. Ready now for Cincinnati, Tucker Barnhart. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
It's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind it, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
Squeeze attempt misses. And now the tag, and he's out on the botched squeeze attempt. Suarez on third. Duvall at second with 2 gone. 1-1 to Tucker Barnhart. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. And a big strikeout there as they'll leave a couple of runners on base, and after a good start to the inning, the Reds will be forced to settle for just the 1. Cliff Pennington will come on defensively now as he takes over at second. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Chris Johnson. He singled his last time up.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. The 1-0. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Coming in is Hamilton. 1 out.
The batter, number 6, second baseman.
Here's Brandon Phillips. Career numbers with David Hernandez. He's 1 for 5. He's set, and the pitch. And a curveball that gets a swing and a miss and makes him look way behind. 4 runs, 8 hits, and 1 error in the contest for the Pirates so far. Swinging a soft liner, and Phillips has himself a base hit.
Well, this is where the manager makes his money right there. Nice at bat. Now it's a question of whether or not he pinch runs. Dan, as a pitcher, did it make you a little nervous when a guy had jets on the base paths?
Oh, no doubt about it. This is a very difficult spot. You're 1 hit away from getting right back into this game and tying this game up. You're going to have to really think about putting somebody on first that might be able to score on a ball in a gap.
Time called here, as with the potential tying run aboard, they'll make the move to get a little more speed out there. Stepping into the box, Ben Paulson, 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, not his game so far. He's such a good hitter. We all kind of expect him to pick up 2 or 3 hits most of the time. That's not really how baseball works, though.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. 2-0 now.
Boy, this is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like this. 2-0 count. We'll see right here if he lays one in there to give him a pitch to swing at.
Line to the right side, and that's in there. Base hit.
You grind to get count leverage every time you step to the plate, and the hitter took full advantage. Good looking swing right there for the base knock.
Here's Mark Reynolds. From the stretch. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Duvall on the move. And that's the second out of the inning. Now this is cut and thrown to first. On to first, a double play. So no runs. The Steel City at night, seen there from the split of the Ohio River as we welcome you back to PNC Park. And now the designated hitter for the Reds, Jesse Winker. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. 1-0 the count. And that one just missed outside.
This at bat sets up really good right here, right? Hasn't seen a fastball yet, but now he gets the count at 2 balls and no strikes. He has to be looking for a fastball right here.
And this will be fouled away. Popped him up. Johnson in foul ground, but this will land untouched. Here's another 2-2. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away. And here's Jose Peraza. He was a ground out victim last time up. Francisco Rodriguez enters the game with 1 gone in the top of inning number 9.
Now pitching for the Pirates, number 75.
Here comes the first pitch. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Down the third baseline, but a foul ball. 1-1. Here's the 1-1. A bouncer to the left side. Hardy's up with it. And there are 2 away now. Digging in the switch hitter, Billy Hamilton. He was sent packing on strikes in his last trip. And he takes ball 1. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. Soft liner towards center. And that falls in for a solid base hit, his second of the night. So the 2-out base hit and the top of the inning is still alive.
Not every ball is going to be smoked on the screws. There's a nice soft liner in the center field that lands right before the center fielder.
And that misses ball 1. The 1-0 is laid off, but in there for strike 1. The set and the 1-1 pitch is taken for strike 2.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive it a run. Going to have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. Look out, there goes Hamilton. Now a throw over, and he just manages to get his hand in. And another throw over, keeping particularly close tabs on him. Now another 2-2. Hot shot on the ground is short. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Raisel Iglesias is the man called on to close this one and earn a save in the 9th. Up next for the Buccos, Ryan Rayburn. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. Matt Holliday will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Holliday.
Sinker runs outside to start the at-bat. 1-0. The 1-0. Hit the other way out toward right field. And the pinch hitter is retired here. 1 away.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Jose.
To the plate now for Pittsburgh is the DH, Jose Bautista. He laid down a sacrifice bunt in his last trip. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And even 1-1 count to Bautista. 1-1 home. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. Barnhart corrals it. He makes the throw to first. 2 down.
Up next for Pittsburgh.
In now, Trace Thompson. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Third baseman hugging the line here. Now the first pitch. He couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. Outside at 94, 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-1. Very weakly on the ground. That winds up foul for the second strike. Pittsburgh down to their last strike. Off the plate that time and a little high. It's even at 2-2. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. Great effort on the dive, but it's through into left.
Nice AB right there. 2-out single in the 9th. You put yourself in a position to be the tying run. Now you have your boy coming up behind you, the winning run at the plate. Start loosening up the water cooler lids. We could have a walk-off happen.
First offering on its way. And this ball swung on and hit to center field, and this should do it. And he'll make the catch there to end it, and the Reds have taken game 1 of the series on the road as the ball game is over. This evening's game